give it a couple. There we go. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Yu, or Viewpoint. Uh, I hate my brain. How have I forgotten things? This is called All in an Afternoon, and I shall be playing Thinky Little Birdman, Lao Vis-Blind. And he is going to do a thing to a person, probably. Would my other player like to introduce themselves?
No. Hi.
Okay, sorry guys, thank you for coming.
No. It's me. It's JayJay, and I'm playing the funny little astronaut guy, Drew. I think a disclaimer is necessary that this takes place at some point after mechanical dissonance. Uh,
Which I still haven't watched. So
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I
But
don't.
that
That makes me want to stop and go and listen to it and now and not go ahead.
it's
So,
too late. We're in it
um,
now. But yeah,
okay.
there's your disclaimer to go watch it now before this, because Drew's about to get yelled at. So,
Yeah. Uh, um. So, you want to recap, like, why exactly Lao is heading over to Tina Taker's apartment?
so I, off camera, we talked about it, and because Drew has a job, right? Well, the day that mechanical dissonance happened, on the way to Villestown, Drew sort of stopped at Lau's apartment and was like, "I'm not going to be at work for a few days. I need to go handle a thing that's plot." Because what in not so many words, after the teapot incident, Drew is kind of afraid of people just dropping off the face of the earth and not being able to get a hold of them. Rightfully so, because then that whole game happened. And had so Drew got back the same day, but still decided to take a bit off of work because holy shit. uh, it was discussed that Lao came like the day after or so, and because Drew got the fuck kicked out of them, Austin basically told Lao to come back later. So this is the Lao coming back later part. That's where we're
Oh
at right now.
gosh, man. No, I wasn't aware of the Lao coming back later part because now my brain is telling me Lao would not come back later. Lao would demand to be let in. Then again, I suppose a determined Austin is
I
not an
mean, if you
Austin
want to
invested.
threaten the Hat Man, you can see the Hat Man in your sleep. I won't stop you, but.
Oh well, I love you, Wick. I love that man. I want to fuck the shit out of him. So fun.
I just thought of that fucked up meme. That's like me when I take 17 Benadryl and start seeing the Hat Man, the
I don't know that meme, but I trust that
Who.
it's indeed very funny.
It's like a Miku auto-tone voice that reads it. It's to me, it's funny, but anyway. So that's where we're at right now. Drew is at home having a rest
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
they more than earned like 2 vacations. Um, and Lao is coming to be annoying.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. Give me a second. What's Drew's passive perception?
They're passive. Oh, theirs is doo doo. I think it's 15. It's not as
Cool.
high as Wes's, which sucks.
Cool. Um,
So what was that for? What are you
don't worry
doing?
about it.
No, I think I will.
Okay. All right. What's Drew up to?
Um, my guess is they are probably like laying on the couch reading because they haven't exactly, had time to do that recently, so they're, doing it now.
Cool. Okay. Um, so this is a question for both of you. You know that window that leads to what's I'm forgetting the words. Like the fire escape window thing you guys have at your
Oh,
apartment?
yeah, yeah.
Is that locked?
I mean, so like in my head, the fire escape leads to the two windows that lead to their two bedrooms. So,
Hmm.
I mean, Drew's probably would be.
Okay. Hmm. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Do you want to roll a perception?
I can sure try. I'd say with fear. I haven't played Drew in so long. What is their perception?
I haven't played Lao in ages. Oh.
I'm just gonna do the math in my head until I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Drew, I don't know what you are reading currently, but you on the edge of your perception of hearing hear like a faint little scratch noise.
Well, that's sus. Um, can I tell where in the apartment it's coming from?
Well, where's Drew at the minute? Are they in the living room?
Yeah.
Um, it's coming from yes, it's 17. It sounds like it's coming from either yours or Austin's room.
Uh. Um. Okay, so Drew's gonna like slide their bookmark into place, slide the book onto the table, and get up and make their way over to Austin's door.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Uh, you head over to Austin's door and you don't hear the scratching sound anymore.
I'm still gonna go inside.
Uh, cool. You enter Austin's room and there's nothing there. Everything is kind of as it is.
I want to look behind the door.
Okay, you look behind the door. Um, there is an unholy, god awful coloured freaking dressing gown that you've seen Austin walk around in multiple times. It's like purple with horrendous lime green dots. Um, but there's nothing else there.
Um, Hold on.
Let me just check something quickly. Um, no, that's not how you spell that word. Um,
I have something that I want to do.
yeah.
I want to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Um, do I need to put it in the thing or in the chat? I mean,
Good. Uh,
no, don't open
actually, before
Spotify.
you do, before you do that, no, 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 never mind. Actually, yeah, go ahead, cast detect magic if you want.
Cool. So there's that, and I cast it because I don't think I have to roll for it.
No, I don't believe you do. Where are you, you son of a gun? Magic is a level 2 spell, isn't it?
No, I can cast it at level 1. It's a first level spell. I don't
Oh, there we
have any level 2 spells because I'm a weenie druid.
go. Weenie Druid Junior. It's so
welcome to
bad.
welcome to Weenie Head Druids. Oh God. Okay.
Okay, so that's Drew's side hustle, I guess.
One of many. Anyway.
um, I mean, I guess Drew would sense whatever weird magical nonsense is going on in Austin's room, if any. Um, but you will detect something coming from your room.
Oh great. Okay, so I'm going to close the door. Oh, cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
would for reference, really quick, Wick has stated that the teapot is in fact in Austin's room, which is not something that Drew knows. Would Drew know that now?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
That's a fun suitcase to unpack later.
Uh,
Anyway.
yeah, Drew, you just get like a fucking rancid aura coming from somewhere.
Drew
You
doesn't
do
have
not like it.
Drew doesn't have time to unpack that right now.
Mm-mm.
So they will close the
Yeah,
door
no.
and go over to their room and open the door.
And um,
One
kind of
traumatizing thing at a time today.
yes. So, hmm, perception, please.
Another perception. Okay.
Yes.
Yikes. I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah, no, you walk into the room and you don't see anything misplaced or different. Your window's open, but yeah, no,
I, I want to Drew will cross the room and look out the window at the fire escape.
there's no one there. There's nothing there. But if you do come up to the window, you notice it seems it looks a bit like there are a few cracks in like near the handle.
Yikes.
Uh,
Um,
and go ahead, sorry.
no, I didn't have a thought. Just yikes.
Fair enough. Cool. And as you look at that, you hear your bedroom door slam shut. And the sound of something kind of down down from somewhere, and with a thunk it drops to the floor. And you will hear a so. Are you going to tell me why exactly you needed this time off?
Are you going to tell me why you're committing a felony?
Uh, Lao blinks from his spider chair at the minute. Um, yes, he did use spider climb to climb up the side of the building.
Is he on the goddamn ceiling?
Yes, he was. Then
Ugh,
he slammed the door shut and scuttled down.
Jesus Christ.
um, but anyway, um, I I don't think it would count as a felony, considering that. Mm, do you do you understand why I had to do that? And he points to the window.
We have a front door, Last I checked, breaking and entering was still a crime.
Yes. Well, I wasn't going to have this discussion with Austin around. I'd rather have it with you. And at this point, I should actually roll an insight. Cool. Okay.
You're rolling an
This
insight?
is, yes.
Okay. Why?
This this is just to check. Um, what what Drew looks like? Does he look or feel okay?
I mean, they look fine. Like they don't look like they look normal.
Hmm.
With like with
Okay.
a 19, I mean, like they look fine. They do
Okay.
not look injured. Like they are slightly irritated that you are committing like home invasion, but there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with them. They're fine.
Okay. Cool. Um. Yeah, he leans his head into one of his hands. And one curls, one of his head twitches. Drew, you've requested some time away from work.
Yeah.
Do you remember what um what you told me after well rolled his hand in the air the month I was indisposed?
Yeah, I said that I would work the farm until you came back.
Yes, and can you understand why? You understand why after receiving notification that you would be taking uh, time away from work to handle an issue, and then receiving further notice that you will be taking at least a week off from work after said issue, despite the fact that I've been trying to insist that you at least take some time off after the month of work you did without pay, and you understand why that would be potentially a cause of concern.
You don't have to roll insight. They're just sort of like, did you think
Also,
I
you're
was?
gonna hear my dog whimpering. I'm sorry. My dog's sitting right next to me and he's gonna yip in his sleep.
He's valid. Drew's just like, did you think I was gonna quit or something? I don't see how that would require a home invasion. I guess I could see the concern in that uh, suddenly needing some time off because of other matters is concerning, but that also does not justify a home invasion.
Should
I also don't understand why it's so important that you couldn't just ask Austin. It's not like you didn't know.
Well, firstly, could you put this whole home invasion out of your mind? It's not important. What is
No, you
important
broke
is that
into my house.
I didn't. If you didn't want someone to break into your house, you'd have better locks. Anyhow, I didn't. Sort of rather ties back to your whole thing with Austin. I would rather not talk to him in the mood he seems to have been in yesterday.
I would to roll insight on that. Give me a sec.
Now, Wick may have to correct me on this.
I love having a disgusting insight modifier. It's so much fun. I can't do math though. This is why calculators exist.
Jeez, that's 22. Okay. Um, yeah, no, pretty obvious. Lao isn't looking at Drew. He's looking around the room. And you can see he's kind of shuffling his shoulders against the back of the chair a little bit. And his eyes kind of dart towards Austin's room in a way. Um, yeah, he seems to really want to avoid contact or talking to Austin. I don't know why. But yeah, he wants to avoid.
Drew internally, what the fuck did you do? Yes, Drew is assuming automatically that it's Lau's fault anyway.
Be fair, Drew's usually right. Anyway, um, anyhow, shake my head. Where are we? Oh, yes. Anyhow, Drew, you didn't take time off for working a whole month without pay, and then something comes up, and then you leave for a few hours, a day, I presume a day, and when I come in to check on you, Austin tells me, well, he tells me, and I'm gonna roll that too. You see a weird look of like irritation, um, discomfort, and like the barest hint of something else in there as he keeps talking. He he was rather in his decision, or I suppose his orders to come back tomorrow, and I'd just rather not have to deal with him hovering.
I mean, it's not like he's not in his right, considering I got my ass kicked.
Cool. Um, give me a hot sec. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay.
That is a
Yeah. Okay.
9.
So, Lao was sort of shifting a little bit in his chair, but as you say that, he kind of freezes and slowly turns toward. Well, no, actually, his eyes start towards you and focus on you, and his pupils expand. Um, and I am going to draw another thing. I guess that makes sense. Although, no, I'm gonna go for advantage on that. Hell yeah. Okay. Um, so I rolled a medicine. He got a 4, but I'm gonna use the hand wave of he studied Drew's blueprints. He knows what they're supposed to like feel like and stuff. So I re-rolled for his medicine. What is your plus stat? He got a nat 20. Um, with a
Okay.
24, Drew, you're gonna get this Birdman scuttling up to you and asking you some rapid fire questions.
Oh
Um,
god.
things along the line of have you been experiencing any headaches, nausea, is there joint pain? Sit down, sit down, and I can't at the moment. I can't quite like bring forth the amount of
I can picture it in my head. It's okay.
heading.
Um,
Yes.
so with the 24, like Drew is fine. There is nothing wrong with them. They are at you wouldn't know this, but like they are at full HP. Lao is shooting these rapid fire questions at them, and they're just sort of like eyes darting to keep up with him, and just stop. I'm fine. Chill out.
Um, he just stopped, and both of his hands are kind of like hovering over Drew's shoulder, or what? Short? They're short.
Okay.
Um, anyway, yeah, his hands hover over the shoulders, and he just Drew, if you might be alright now, physically, but it's sometimes things happen where it's more than physical damage that affects you. So, whilst I'll accept that physically you do seem fine, you seem to be a lot more capable of recovering from injury. How? No, never mind. You do seem perfectly fine. I suppose the concern is less with your physical injury, now that that's been assured to not be of any concern. What is of concern is, well, the other issues that might occur for you due to whatever it is that happened.
um, I'm gonna roll hammer space real quick. Um,
Okay.
why is the caps lock on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a one. So Drew just kind of reaches behind their back, and pulls out what looks like a folded T-shirt, and just sort of hands it to Lao, and then stands up, and goes to leave the room and says, "I'm gonna go make tea. You can go ahead and look at that." Um, she leaves the
Uh,
room. Do you want to unfold the T-shirt?
okay. I don't know if I should feel endangered or not.
It's not. This was so you unfold the T-shirt, and it's a plain colored T-shirt. But on the front of it, it has like a graphic print. I am unsure of how these were made. I just know who made them. But on the front of the shirt is a graphic print that says, "I fought the manifestation of my friend's trauma, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt."
That's okay. I shan't lie. I honestly thought this was on roll and it would just have like a middle finger
No,
decals
no,
Yes.
that would be out of character for Drew. But
I know it would. I fucking know it would, but it would also be
everyone in
funny.
the party for that game, Camille made everyone T-shirts. So
Okay.
you're now holding Drew's T-shirt from that.
Yeah, cool. Drew, by the time you're done making tea, Lau has very slowly kind of tapped his way, um, not looking where he's going. He is still staring down at his t-shirt clutched in both of his hands as he just kind of chair just kind of maneuvers him towards the coffee table in the living area and just kind of slowly creaks and plonks down. Lau's just still staring at the shirt. He has said nothing.
Drew will bring him his cup of burnt tea and has a cup of their own, you know, properly
Yeah.
made tea.
Yeah. Mm. God, I'm gonna roll. I gotta roll something. Um, sorry, could you remind me what the t-shirt said again?
Here I can just copy and paste it.
Yes. Thank you. I need to be sure before I roll this. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Gonna roll this. Um. Okay. Okay. All right. That's no. Don't make noises at me, computer. Pretty average. So now, kind of, he's been staring at the shirt. Looks over, slowly over at Drew. So you, I'm not exactly certain how this waves the shirt at Drew relates to what happened yesterday. You, this is going to sound ridiculous, but also I found that tunes tend to do ridiculous things. Did you get? Did you get hurt? This? And he holds up the shirt. He gives Drew an incredulous look.
And Drew just sort of gets this confused look on their face, like, what? No, no, that's just a bonus prize. Um,
Prize? You compete in some sort of. You compete in some sort of fighting ring? I. What do you mean? Why
I
is this
mean,
a prize?
yes, but not recently.
What? now, now, mentally, I'm going to put a pin in that. Uh,
Drew has been in a fighting ring, but not in a long time. Anyway,
I have.
um,
Anyway, get that
no,
later.
no, like it's just what it says on the tin.
It
I,
doesn't begin with a t-shirt.
I missed that. What?
Now said, this isn't a pin, it's a t-shirt.
It's a figure of speech, bird brain.
Sorry, that's me not now. Um, um, come on, brain, shake, shake, shake. Yes, yes, I'm aware it's a saying of some sort. But that still doesn't explain how this is a prize or how you got it as a prize.
It's a prize for surviving the fight. And Drew takes a sip of tea.
Lau blinks at Drew, looks over at his tea, picks it up, takes a sip, smacks his beak together. So, a prize for defeating the manifestation of your friend's trauma.
Now you're getting it.
No, actually, I'm not really fucking understanding this at all. What does this fucking mean? Give me more than just it's just this. Actually, you know what? Hmm. He's gonna do that. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Okay.
What are we doing?
Okay.
What are we doing?
Um,
Oh God. What?
Drew,
What is
as you lower
that?
the mug from your mouth, you see Lau has balled up the t-shirt. rolled one of his hands back to throw it, gone to throw it, and the t-shirt just kind of pops back open and slowly floats down to the floor.
Well, that wasn't very nice. And Drew will pick up the t-shirt and like drape it over one of the chairs at the dining room table.
Well, I'm not very nice, Drew. Also, you're not explaining yourself. Being incredibly frustrating.
I'm good at that.
You are. But that doesn't kind of backs himself on the side of his face. That doesn't explain what exactly happened and how it may have affected you. Because if it were a matter of physical health, I think I've had you under my employ long enough to know that if it was just something wrong with you physically, the minute that you were physically good to go, you would be back at work. Am I wrong? Would you say I'm wrong?
Uh, Maybe a little. I have been at work in not peak conditions, but not like that. Look,
Uh,
it's
Drew, the
not.
minute you say that, you're getting a glare of a lifetime.
That's nice. Drew sighs and sits down on the chair that the shirt is draped on and just look. I understand the concern and where it's coming from, but it's also none of your business.
Actually, it is very much my business, Drew. When what is it? I don't know how many times I can repeat myself on this matter, but Drew, when you take time away from work, when you wouldn't, and he smooths a hand over his head and pinches at the base of his curls and starts to tug slightly. When you take time off work and it's for a physical injury, you're you're stubborn. I'm you're a very stubborn individual, Drew. You ignored me for a week because I said and did something you didn't agree with. So it occurs to me that your stubborn nature may not allow you to take time off if you were if you were physically fit to do so. And as you said, apparently you have been to work whilst you weren't physically fit, which we are going to talk about. But my only conclusion I can come to then is that whilst you are physically fit and capable, you are not emotionally or mentally fit for work at the minute. And as one of my most, if not actually my most reliable employee,
I'm your only
I
employee.
stop. Yes, well, as my only employee, of course, it's going to concern me when you do take time off of work. And as your employer, it's part of my duty to make sure that I support you in whatever way that I can. And if that it includes your emotional and mental health, then that's, well, that's part of it.
Does it also include breaking into my house?
Breaking into your house thing, I mean, I'm not going to knock on the door. After yesterday, I don't really want to look at Austin's face at the minute. Besides, this isn't about him, it's about you. Stop distracting from the point.
I need to stay out of the um
Yeah, get out the gallery.
um Drew just sort of sits there for a minute. Um you can go ahead and roll insight if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fucking do that. You dirty bastard. Uh, Let me do my math. Stop yelling at me, computer. I'm doing my best. Look at 25.
Holy shit.
Gimme,
Okay.
gimme.
Um so Drew is holding their silence at the moment. You can kind of tell that like they are frustrated because you are being just as stubborn and bullheaded and are refusing to drop this. They are confused because like what did Austin do to make you act like this? Like the two of them are very good at butting heads with you, but like not this is a new one. What happened? Um um they're frustrated, they're confused. Um they very much think that, you know, what happened or how they feel about it is their business and not yours or anyone else's. Um Not in a oh, I don't want to bother anyone with my problems way. It's more like a this is none of your business, leave me alone way.
Hmm. Okay. Now drops the hand from his head. I understand if you don't want to talk to me about it. Um, and I, like, maybe I shouldn't have come through the window necessarily.
Gee, you think?
I'm trying to apologize.
Sure, you
So,
can't say that.
say it. Tell
No,
us.
they won't say it, but they just handed me like the fact of wow, Lao's apologizing. Someone write down the date.
Little
It's a
bastard.
miracle. It's a
Little bastard.
miracle. Anyway, they won't say that, but they are definitely thinking it.
Okay. Anyhow, I know you may think it's none of my business, and I suppose I can understand that. But you, Drew doesn't have to roll anything. Drew can see that Lao is his outline's going a little bit squiggly,
Hmm.
um, kind of scrunchy, um, like accordion scrunchy, like a little bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Drew, you must be aware that I the concern I have are not fully related to your ability to work.
Drew sort of like raises an eyebrow if they had any. It's that sort of like motion and like the eyes on their screen because they do not actually have eyebrows, but
I don't know what happened, and it seems that you don't want to tell me. But what I do know is that if you go through something that, whilst it may not leave any sort of mark on your physical body, you may have healed physically fine. Things like that, I don't know what happened, but something must have happened that injured you in some other way. And if you don't care of that, it can cause you problems later in life. And I'd rather not see that happen to you.
Okay. Drew is not going to be an asshole.
Let her be an asshole. Let her
No, because that'll just
encourages you.
create problems later.
Let Drew cause problems.
No, no, it's look. I am aware of how trauma works. That's why I'm taking extra time. Why does everyone want Drew to cause problems?
Because Drew deserves to go off.
That just creates problems for me.
No, but then we get not fix them, but aid you in making the problems into smaller problems.
Drew doesn't want to cause problems today, so just I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Fuck. Um,
Uh,
oh.
you know how trauma works.
I know how trauma works. Why do you think I took extra time off? It's so I can process it. I don't know if you've noticed, this is not the first time something traumatizing has happened to me. And he sort of gives you this look like, yeah, you remember when you disappeared for a month? That was kind of traumatizing. You can roll insight though.
I will in just a second. Uh, cool. At that look, there's a very clear wince. Allows outline definite
Yeah.
giggles again. That's definitely there's definitely some guilt as he looks away from you. Um, um, right, insight time. You said.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Oof.
Okay. Listen, that one.
So that's an 8.
So nat one.
God. Ah,
Oh man.
Lord.
Lao's looking away.
Um, you just get the vaguest hint that, like, um, how do I word this? You get the vaguest hint that, like, your disappearance has something to do with their mental state right now, and that
Hmm.
it also has something to do with what happened in mechanical dissonance. Not like a direct cause or anything like that, but more like a wow, this feels wow, deja vu.
Give me a second. Anyway, yeah, he I suppose you are. I I suppose you aren't unfamiliar with it. Um, just because, actually, especially because you're not unfamiliar with it, because you've experienced it before, it's even more important that he kind of trails off and stares down at his bug. And roll me perception.
Perception. Yay! Ooh! That's
Oh,
the gallery. There we go.
I heard the
Ha
light.
ha 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 ha.
Nice.
I
Okay,
got
yeah,
a net 20.
with a 25, you clearly like he lifts up the mug to his mouth, but you very clearly hear him say, "Perhaps I shouldn't have come after all."
I didn't
He
catch
takes a
that.
sip. He says, "Perhaps I shouldn't have come after all." Um, takes a
Oh,
sip.
cool. Drew's creating problems anyway.
Fine. Anyway, yeah, he takes a sip. Clears his throat. Just because you've experienced trauma before doesn't mean that doesn't. All I all I knew was that you'd taken time off when you hadn't previously before, despite arduous conditions. And then you have to leave for an emergency, and you come back, and understandably, I wanted to make sure you were all right, and I was turned away. I
Because I got my ass kicked.
Yes, because you got your ass kicked. I mm, I don't know what really else to say, Drew. I I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
We'll roll the tape too, real quick. Okay, they're not gonna say that. Okay. Um.
Hmm?
um. Go ahead and roll insight again.
I guess I can. I would say Mal's not looking at Drew. He's staring.
It's not sight based. It's more like the vibes.
Okay, that's slightly better. Um,
Please be higher than a 10. Holy shit! That's slightly
yeah,
better. Is a fucking 22.
slightly better.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So, you can, you don't even have to look. You can tell that Drew is restraining themselves from saying something. Um, and I mentioned earlier how you got like your month-long disappearance and this most recent escapade that they've been on um, are similar and not like the cause, but like similar. Um, you kind of get the feeling that Drew wishes people would just stop dropping off the face of the earth and getting into trouble. You also sort of get the vibes that they think it's gonna happen again,
Mm,
but they don't say anything.
cool. Cool, cool, cool. Lau takes a deep breath. Drew, I can hear your silence.
I don't think
Say
that's
what
how
I would.
silence works.
Shut up. Oh, I'm sorry, was that in character?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was just you.
No, that was
Yeah, no, Drew, you get a filthy fucking look.
good.
I know that's how silence works, Captain Partas. What I was going to say is that I can hear your silent thoughts. You want to say something, then be out with it.
I didn't realize you were a mind reader now.
Drew, Drew, um, you hear Lao say, but you don't see his beak move. Well, I wouldn't say it's mind reading per se. Something like that.
I hate that.
Looks at his spell list, looks away.
I'm gonna have the. I don't know if I have a sheet in. Anyway, um, Sorry, I got an email and my phone lit up and I got distracted. Um, just sort of sighs and looks off to the side, like away from you, and just, if everyone could stop disappearing, that would be great.
Hmm.
Um, you won't have to roll insight again. Like, how do I word this? Like, think about where Drew has come from.
Mm.
What's that 10
Mm.
for?
Mm. Should we want to roll an insight?
I sure can. God damn it. Also, apologize to the recording if you can hear my chair creaking around. It's kind of busted. I got an
Hey, it's
8.
okay.
Fucking that one. Yahoo.
Oh boy. Drew, Lau is looking at you, and there is a peculiar look on his face. You can't quite tell what it is. But you know it's not bad. Um, it he looks a bit softer. If that's the only word that comes to mind when you look at him. I I can't promise you that that's
Nobody
not
can.
close. No. No, nobody can promise that they will be there forever and never leave. And if someone does promise you that, Drew, I would be careful if I were you. But anyhow, it's it's hard dealing with things like that. And whilst I whilst I know it's not exactly any sort of commiseration for what you've experienced, I'm not unfamiliar with the feeling myself.
Drew just sort of gives you a look.
Uh, Lau's outline has gone a bit smudgy, um, and it's something just a bit off about the smile he gives you. Drew, uh, have I ever told you why I came to Ikewell?
No offense, you don't tend to tell me much of anything, so no.
Uh, for a moment, his face goes blank. Thinks a couple times. And we we don't really talk very often, do we?
Not unless we're threatening each other.
um, yes, I suppose so. Although to be fair, um, I don't feel that is necessarily all we ever have to talk about. Um, anyhow, do you, well, I don't know if I can bother now at the moment. And he kind of scratches the side of his face and just, I look, and he just kind of splutters and rubs a hand down his face and pinches the base of his beak. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just thought it would be nice. Yes, he does make that noise.
um, if you need to write it down or something, that's fine. Alternatively, you could just not tell me. That's not any of my
No,
business.
Look, I'm trying to tell you. It's simply that I don't think I've told anyone here, and also I side eyes Drew. I don't know if you'd want to hear it necessarily.
Why do you say that?
Um, well, as you said, we don't really talk. And this isn't exactly work chat.
See, in my head, I know that Drew doesn't know, but in my head, I'm like, oh, Lord Lao, you know more about Drew than Drew knows about Drew. Like,
Yeah, sometimes it be like that.
Drew doesn't know that. It's fine, though. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
But yeah, no, he's just look at Drew. Um,
um,
prolonged eye contact.
uh, Drew is trying to think of words to give me. Give me a sec. Um,
I
it,
he's so gently there. Okay.
it's it's not that I don't want to hear it. It sounds like it could be an interesting story, but is now really the time?
Mm. I think if I don't say it now, I'm not sure if I'll ever get a chance to say it at all. Not say that this is supposed to be some sort of think of my test for me sort of thing. It's to show you that I understand what it's like for people to just disappear from your life when you need them or when you think they're going to be there forever.
Um, it doesn't say anything, but we'll just sort of like make a gesture with their hands, like, okay, go on, spit it out.
He gives a bit of hiding look, like, yes, okay, shut up, I'm doing it. Um,
Wow,
and
don't like the
Drew,
taste of your own medicine, huh?
Drew will see Lau kind of shuffle a little bit in his chair and then flex his fingers and then kind of shake his hands out and then shake his arms out and then roll his shoulders and just roll his neck and then just sort of he's doing lots of physical things at the minute. Like you can tell he's sort of trying to pump himself up. Alright, so after this happened and he gestures to himself and the chair and the blanket. After this happened, I was apparently unconscious for a week or two. Um, and when I woke up, um, one of my mothers wasn't there, and at first he got letters from her semi-regularly, usually within a week of each other. It became 2 weeks, which became months, and then 1 year she just stopped sending them. And I swore a vow, make sure that she comes home. And I had heard that potentially, Banquil is the closest continent with rumour. It would make sense that start my search here. So I know what it is like for people to just up and vanish when you need them most, or when you think they will be there for you. Sometimes they don't. Then he just goes off. You will see him starting to pick at his blanket.
Um, Dude just lets the silence hang there for a little bit. Because wow, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Drew learned some stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, Before just looking down at their cup on the table and just, I'm sorry.
Mm. Lao stops picking. What? Why are you apologizing?
Well, I mean, me, the player, cannot think of the word. It's not because it's my fault or anything. I mean, I obviously didn't know you. It's more like a I'm sorry that happened. But then again, I mean, I guess if it hadn't happened, you wouldn't be here.
Mm. That there's a complicated look on Lao's face. Ooh. Cocktail of emotion stirs. Um, well, be that as it may, I. The point wasn't to tell you that, to just tell you. I'm saying I understand that it's scary when someone leaves or when someone disappears without telling you, or something happens and you don't know why or what or where they are. But I do know that as scary as it is to lose someone, however permanently, if you, as as you have done yourself, if you put in the effort to find them again, well, there's sorry, give me a second. I have the words in my head, but I haven't put them in sentence. If you dedicate yourself to finding them wherever they may have gone, then they won't be gone forever. It's it's after all, you did well. You said something happened to your friend, didn't you? I presume you didn't actually tell me what happened, but I presume something happened with them that had them disappear.
Disappear is not the right word, I think. It's kind of confusing and I don't understand it. And they pause for like a second and then just. Also, did you know that, like, detectives bite people?
Hmm. I didn't know that specifically. I heard of like lycanthropy. Is it something like that?
Is it. Wait, what? Your mic.
Oh, he said it's like he's heard of lycanthropy. Is it something like that?
No, no. Um, I think it's more like, and they just sort of trail off. They aren't really sure.
Now he's just like, well, if you're not really sure, it could be a form of lycanthropy. Did they bite you? Are you
And
feeling the need to investigate things, or
no, no, I don't. That's not how it works. I know that's not how it works. They were just threatening to bite people.
I mean,
Tengi
that
specifically.
sounds, that sounds like lycanthropic behavior to me. Well,
Jer just gives him
rather,
a look like they're not lycanthropes. They're people.
yeah, no, true. Now is genuinely considering.
Jer just gives
That.
you a look like, stop, stop, cease and desist.
No,
Camille
no,
has a lot going on, but a lycanthrope is not one of them, I think.
look. Lau doesn't know how team shit works. As far as he's concerned, becoming a detective could be as simple as getting bitten. Gotta
Oh,
put him in a pocket somewhere. Okay, this might be a medical condition.
Camille is a medical condition. Every time I want it on the record, and I've told Fletch this multiple times. Every time I find out something about Camille, it's just this off the wall shit that came out of nowhere, and all I ever get is Detko is just like that. I'm like, what do you
Yeah,
mean? What do
Detective
you
Conan.
mean?
Detective Conan is like that.
Anyway,
But
Camille's not
anyway,
here right now. We're
no.
saying it do be like that. What does that mean?
Sometimes detectives are feral. I point at AI. I that is a special kind of hell that I am not brave enough to venture. Not anymore.
Detectives are feral. That's all you need to know. Anyways,
Anyway, make sure you get your detective rabies shot, please. Um. Anyway, what were we talking about?
detectives biting people,
No,
lycanthropes.
before that.
But that was what we were talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were discussing that, and then Lao thought, that they might be lycanthropes of some kind, and Drew just gave him a look like, "You're full of shit. Stop." They're not. They're
Um.
not. It's not like that. It's just biting people.
Lau gives you a look like he does not believe you. Um. This seems to be something you need to let him investigate for himself.
Drew just sort
Um.
of like shrugs in that like exasperated way, like, okay, like they don't say it, but they're like, okay, fine, you go to the Bill's town and get bit. What am I gonna do? Stop you? No. Actually, I hope you
Oh,
get bit. Go get bit, idiot.
don't say that.
No. That's
Go
me
ahead.
reading Wick's message.
Oh, oh yeah, Vic's in the gallery. Yeah.
This is dissolved into disaster.
Yeah. We went from law and a heartfelt expression to this.
I think we just let the disaster go and say that's where we ended here
Yeah.
before it
Um.
gets worse.
Yeah. I would say like a post credit sort of thing. Uh. Lau will be like, you don't have to talk to me about shit, but um, if you want to, I'm around. Also, take a fucking week. I will sort shit out at the farm. Um, and what else was he going to do? He was going to do something else. Oh yeah, he's like, if you don't talk to me, you can talk to someone. Also, just don't don't get into shit. Please, don't get into shit where I can't at least stop you from getting yourself beaten
They have
in the
no
back.
control over that. They
That does
don't.
not satisfy that.
They don't get a say in the matter. Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Uh, any post credit little things you want to do or say?
No, I just think that after
Okay.
Lao leaves, Drew's gonna go back to reading their book.
Cool. Lau does not fix the window, by the way.
It's alright, Drew will do it later. I guess I will also say, um, for the record, so Drew knows that there's something with rancid magical vibes in Austin's room and has a hunch on what it is, but is not gonna bring it up yet.
Would
That's
you
it.
repeat that? Someone was talking to me.
I said that Drew knows that there's something with rancid magical vibes in Austin's room and has a hunch on what it is, but is not gonna bring it up yet.
Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, no, that sounds good.
That is a problem for a different day. Anyway, thank you all for listening, both in the present and in the future, whenever you are in time. And have a good time zone, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.